webinar in 5 working days. What is education? Is it book learning? No. Is it diverse knowledge? No. Even that training by which the current and expression of will are brought under control and become fruitful is called education. If you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. We would be acknowledged by your support for the smooth conduction of this webinar. Now I would like to request our respected HOD Dr. Seema Mahajan to say a few words.
Hello, good morning, one and one present over here. First of all, I'd like to heartily welcome Dr. Kamal Gulati and Dr. Snehal Joshi for the webinar. I'm very pleased that they have accepted our invitation, and we got very overwhelming response that more than 100 students within 2 hours got registered for the webinar. And as it is a recent topics, I hope all the students will get the basic idea, and they will also have the idea about how to go further. So it's a very good exposure to all the participants. Once again, I welcome to both the experts for the session. Now I would like to invite Director Dr. Anupam Kumar Singh to for the opening remarks. Please, sir. Hello. 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 I think Sejal ma'am, I think
Sir,
director sir is not able to unmute or anything else problem. Hello sir, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, very
He's
good
getting
morning
ready, I
actually
think.
to you all. It's a pleasure actually being with all of you here, and I feel very humbled actually to welcome these two experts, Dr. Gulati and Dr. Joshi, to this webinar. Before we start, I would like to actually pinpoint 2 points here. One that actually Indus is always, promoting the areas, which are upcoming areas, where students can be exposed. And we are also actually promoting areas which are multidisciplinary in nature. This means that the students who are, from computer science, or faculty who are from computer science area are taking the problems, either into electronics or IoT, and, or they are, taking problems which are essentially from application like infrastructure or mechanical engineering. So therefore, we would like also these speakers to keep in mind, if possible, that please discuss the applications essentially, because both of you have been a very good experience. I myself has studied many decades actually abroad, and worked there. So therefore, we'll request actually these both speakers, to be a bit precise, but see the floodgates actually for the application oriented, thinking. I would like to be maybe during the entire session, but in case if time doesn't permit, then please excuse me in that particular case. Otherwise, I wish this first webinar actually that is being conducted by Computer Science Department actually a great success, and wish Sejal as well as the Seema the good start today onwards. Yeah, thank you so much, and wish everyone a good day. And thanks the speaker once again, and welcome to Indus University webinar series. Thank you.
Hello. Sejal ma'am, now
Yes,
please coordinate who is the first speaker.
yes. I request Dr. Kamal Gulati, sir, to start his presentation. Let me introduce first Dr. Kamal Gulati. He has done his PhD, MSc, and MCA and MBA in computer science. He is working as an associate professor at Amity University, Noida. Dr. Gulati is having rich experience in field of teaching and research. Almost 19 plus years of experience he is having. He got honored with the International Golden Award 2020 Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Award. He got Best Professor International Award on Teaching with the Stanford University, USA. Dr. Kamal Gulati, you are warm welcome and please start the session.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you are able to listen my voice and getting my screen.
Morning, sir.
First of all, I just want to say thank you, Dr. Anupam Kumar Singh, HOD and Professor Sejal and Indus University for giving me this opportunity to take that, from the very basic thing from data science and machine learning. So, guys, I think I will be starting from very scratch, and the time allotted me 1 hour. So, you must be having lot of queries, lot of doubts. So, whatever the queries, whatever I try to do today, that would be great. In case if I'm not able to do, I'll be leaving my email ID. You can send on that. Okay, let me share my screen. I hope you are able to see my screen.
Yeah, it's just started.
Yes, sir, it is starting.
Okay, great. So, guys, I was having a discussion with Professor Sechel regarding that, like what kind of audience I'll be getting. As far as the knowledge is concerned, I got to know that we have engineering students from different, domain. So I don't know what exactly you know about the analytics or data science. So I'll be taking you in a very scratch manner. I have like around 45 slides. So I'll try to make it cover in 1 hour. So let's begin for the same. So guys, you can see like that. My name is, as already introduced by Professor Sejal. My name is Dr. Kamal Gulati, and I am having my own startup company with the name of mybigdataanalytics.in. If you get time, try to explore that site because I believe that there is no age for learning the same. You can start with any time, and thanks to this technology, and I should really want to thanks, although it will be a very bad stage to say that, like we are all linked with a COVID kind of a scenario that we are working from home. But frankly speaking, for the past 2 months, I think we all have learned a lot of great and good things. So let's begin with application of statistics and machine learning in analytics. Guys, before I start with it, let me start with it with a beautiful case study. I will be talking about a lot of the case studies, but my case study would be on a data science, big data, and analytics. But I will not be giving you the answer right now. The answer would be coming at the end of my presentation. So, guys, I am talking about a case study, what had happened in 2016. I request, apart from me, if you can mute yourself so that sound could not be coming. That would be great, guys. Okay, so I think I was like the case study is something like this. This is the year 2016 in US. Like in India, we have a site called Amazon.in. In US, they have a site called Amazon.com. A boyfriend was trying to take some garments, some beautiful things for the girlfriends, for her girlfriend on 14 Feb 2016. So what has happened on that day when he was trying to choose the product, like let's say he was trying to choose an jeans of a color, blue color, of a Reebok shoes, some nail paint, or some kind of a violet, etc., etc. So when he has added on the cart, and when he was making the payment, he was getting a message that whatever the item you have selected for your girlfriend, it may or may not be liked by her. Now the question comes here that how e-commerce, Amazon.com US website knows about the same. Guys, please note, I will not be talking about the marketing. Digital marketing, it means that I will not be talking about SEOs. I'll not be talking like, these guys have ever chat on WhatsApp, or they are having a Facebook ID, or they are able to connect with social networking. Or I will also say that they are not able to, explore, or they have ever basically, discuss anything. Please note one thing, in US especially, they are very, conservative. Like in India, we are very open to share our email ID and phone number. You can able to connect. Like I can say that Professor Sejal is able to find me from social media or somewhere, and then we are able to connect. But there, the people are not like this. They want to have a reference check, and all things are there. Also note here, the story, the case study, it's a real case study. You need to think what had happened, what the data science has been changed. And frankly speaking, the result is very scary. And what had happened, they broke up. The girlfriend and boyfriend has broke up. You know why? Because the girlfriend says that a machine, Amazon, knows about my likes and dislike. As a boyfriend, you don't know about my likes and dislike. And this is the real life which is happening. Amazon was also right, because they don't want to have delivery kind of things again and again, because they don't want to have a return policy. That if you order something, Amazon can take your products again, but they will be having a logistics kind of cost. So to save that thing and to have a good feedback, so they thought to have this message. Sometimes data science, big data, data analytics may be good, but sometimes it may be bad. But both way it is good. So think over it, what had actually happened. Please note, they have never ever, the boy has coming for the Amazon.com first time. Please note these things in your mind. So let's start with it. So guys, welcome back again, like for the session webinar, as I got from HOD and the professor saying that they were saying that first session by CES. So, the first thing that you should know about a data science or anything, like you should know your path. Like for example, GPS, we all are using with Google with a frequently manner, but we should always, whenever we try to have a source to a route, we always see that which path need to be followed and how we need to follow. So guys, very important thing, you should be able to choose that in a right manner, even though it's not linked with my, the things. So guys, this is the agenda for the day. I'm sorry. I request again, if you can, mute yourself, so that I can be able to get like my voice can be visible or can be reached to everyone. So guys, these are the agenda I'll be talking for the day. So let's begin one by one. So guys, analytics, I hope you know what is analytics. In a very easy manner, I want to say like that, analytics is not a new gig in the market or gig in the place. It's a very old things already, but we are trying to emphasize in a very how the problems can be resolved in a easy manner. Like what I want to say, like that we have different problems across the globe, across the business, how the business can be more effective way, how the customer can be happy, how we can make the market level, how we can sell the product on time, so that the customer think over it. You are ordering a pizza with a Domino's application or online things, you can see like that they are giving a guarantee of a 30 minutes a delivery or something like that. How the things are moving, how the things we are having, and actually how the data is there in a very nutshell manner. You must be knowing like that data is a raw data which has been processed with the information. Information is processed, we get a knowledge gives us a wisdom, and wisdom gives what, guys? That is your big data, that is your decision making a powerful. So guys, this is the very basic thing that we need to understand. One of the things that is nowadays we are having is a business analytics a problem. We need to understand each and every case in a business. Let's say my market shares are going down, or my feedback is going down, or which product I need to sold in the market. Now, I was just reading a joke in the morning just to share. it's not a practical, but again, don't take me in otherwise. It was in the WhatsApp in the morning. Like, earlier we can see the third person was a real estate agent or a property dealer. I stay in a UP, Uttar Pradesh, that is a Noida. And frankly speaking, that is the truth here. The third person, if you talk here, it is a real estate or dealing with a properties. These properties has been converted to, the COVID kind of things. They are selling now sanitizer, mask, etc., etc. So they have, they have moved to that level. So that was a joke which I thought to do. So business analytics, something like that. In case if you're not doing well in a one business, how you can overcome or how you can do some changes, modify. I will not believe, when I was there in 2016, 2017 in US, I have seen with my eyes like a medical uncle, I will say, or a grandfather whose age is around 56 or 60. He was my student and he was studying a business analytics. So they are having that pace, that how we can learn more things, if I learn things, what I can do a betterment for my business or for my job. So there is no level to basically, you can break with that thing. So think over it, that thing. So guys, what is the difference between a data analytics and a data science? Data and analytics, I've already said, like, we have to trying to choose from a very wider prospect, micro prospect. Data science is something like that. We are trying to choose from a, basically, we are trying to find out with what is the problem, what is the actually science is that. Okay, so when we add data science with statistics and machine learning, so that comes again a data science. So this is a basically a factual difference. Although we know it, I just want to touch some parts. What are the programming skills that you required for the same? Like, data analytics is a part of data science. Data science is a wider term. Data analytics is a subset of that thing that deals with ML, deep learning. I'll touch about these parts also in the later on my slide. Mathematics, computer science, these are things are there. As I said that, data analytics is the macro and data science is the micro. Like if we see like that, the sales of a Samsung phone for any model is going down. So what is the problem, or what is the, what are the attributes which are making those things? You must be doing a data sampling in your dissertation or a project. So you must have seen, like, you have tried to analyzing. But if we talk in a wider thing, that if we compare with a, a MI phone with Samsung phone, that may be a macro. But if we go for a deeper things, that can be a micro. So like as the skills, as I mentioned, like SQL, programming, Python, R, these are the basic things are there. But if you go in a deeper level, like, R, Python, SAS, or SQL, that can be there. Data analytics, most of them, they work on a structured kind of a data, and they work on a data science, work on a unstructured. Before that, I just want to clear one very aspect. Data are basically categorized into three various forms. One is the structured, one is the unstructured, and one is the semi-structured. Structured is a very, kind of very easy manner when we see a data from different angles. Usually they are stored in a form of RDBMS, a relational database management system, which is having rows and column. Okay, and then we talk about unstructured, semi-structured. Unstructured is something like that, which they are a raw data, a CSV file. Like right now there is a gig, like lot of webinars are happening, a lot of Google Forms, you can see it like that. So whatever the data you get, that is a CSV file, and then later on you can convert how you want to clean, or what kind of analytics you want to do, whether you want to do a Excel kind of. Semi-structure is a combination of, images, video, text kind of thing. So that is a kind of thing. Scope, if we talk about analytic techniques, most usually statistical tool techniques, data science is something like that, exploration, AI, ML in a deeper manner. That's why deep learning is there. So on the right hand side, you can see like that, please like take in your mind that we all have done in CS IT, especially we have done one topic in software engineering, or you must be knowing that is known as SDLC. So keeping on that mind, like, how the software is made, what are the various steps and cycle that we need to move on that. So those kind of things, we have to move on that thing. So guys, this is a very important basically part of that, how basically we are able to divide our data and what kind of the analytics we can do. Right now, we are basically working on a predictive. A predictive means forecasting, futuristic. But if we go into like the lower level, we are having a diagnostic. Diagnostic means why, like, why we need to have webinar, why the machine knows about me. Descriptive, that how we can see the data from different angles, usually can be done by SQL queries. Okay, and we cannot predict anything, but we can do into a very, like you can talk about a filter or auto filter that we use in Excel or in R or any other application. A predictive, as I said, that based on my data, which can be offer, how the things, what kind of a forecasting. But now we are moving to, industry 4.0, or I will say that we have already analytics 4.0, which are based on, a prescriptive, which is a more powerful. Like we know that, what would be the forecasting, but if COVID happens right now, we know that we have never thought that we will be locked in our homes for 3 months approximately now, and we will be staying. We don't know what will happen in the future. So, but we should be ready. Now you can see like that lot of advertisement, what you're getting on a digital platform or in a TV or a newspaper, they have tried to change their content through a, the Corona or C-19 kind of things, that you're safe enough, use this or use don't think we are having. So they're trying to modify. So because they know that their market conditions are not stable kind of things. So that kind of things. So you have to do, these are the 4. Okay, that is a very important things, guys. I believe you must have seen these movies. Okay, in case if you have not seen these movie, I say that take some time. Already we have lot of times and try to do. So guys, I'll talk about Matrix, which has come here, I think way back around 20 years back, when I was in school level. I still remember I used to go in a, cinema hall. That time we were not having multiplexes. And I'm very amazed that how a person can be entered to another person and can have the power. But now whatever the fictions we have seen, that they have become reality. Guys, how it has been possible? Because of that, ML, AI, DL, FNN, ANN, that has been possibility. Also, I'll move to you, a Terminator. So we have series of it. You have learned something better than things. When in 84, the Terminator has come, and 2019, which has come, the last one, you can see like that lot of things has been changed. Okay, whatever the fictions they want to show us, that has become reality. But now whatever we are able to see in a movie, we are able to do in our thing because of that, data analytics, big data, and data science. So to summarize these things, we have data science and data analytics and data science. I've already talked on that thing. So, statistics has been applied in both things. I will not say that data science, data analytics not having. But again, if you talk about data science, they are much more deeper, much more kind of a intensive kind of things, like the case study, what I had talked in the beginning. So that kind of things are there. I will also touch about some case studies afterwards, like the fraud and detection, sentimental analysis, automatic risk management, click streaming analytics, advertisement automating, search recommender, which are much more deeper and wider, which as a human beings, it will take time to think over it. But data science has proven that they can be done in a very, intense manner and a quick manner and a right manner. Data analytics, if we see like that, we can have an overview, like a 360 view of a customer. Like if we talk about segmentation of a customer, like we can have 3 segments, whether it's a lower income, middle income, or higher income. Think over about a credit card company, like, a same salaried person getting an limit of credit card on different levels. Why it is so? Or it can be vice versa also. Like a lower income is getting a better, limit, or higher income is getting lower limit, or a vice versa. How it is being possible? We know that lot of, things are there. The constraints are many. One is your CIBIL rating. One is your salary. One, the loan you have taken before. One, you are paying the loan in before or not. What is the delinquency, that whether you are able to pay on time, off time, or not, those things. So that kind of a consideration data analytics to do. But if we talk about other things, like if I am having a bank, ABC Bank Limited, if I give you loan for 2 lakhs, what are the chances that you will be able to pay on time or not? In case if you don't pay, how we need to detect that fraud and the risk detection. That has been done by data science. So now I hope you are able to understand what is a basic difference between data analytics and a data science. So guys, let's talk about real life examples. Uh, this is a something like that which we all know, Amazon Echo. Uh, Actually, what is this? That is a real life example of AI. Okay, why I'm touching that part, you should be able to understand what are the different example of ML, DL, AI. In case if you don't know what is a basic difference, let me give you an overview of an basic difference for the same. We have AI is based on something like that, it's take an input and gives an output based on an based on an programming or based off an input data which are there. Think over and Google which you get it. Okay, and that's done by them. ML is something like that which is more basically based on some kind of a concept of an semi kind of an artificial intelligence. You have seen like that if somebody sends you a heavy email for the first time, it automatically detects that it has a spamming, or a same email ID has been sent again and again, spamming inbox is go. That is an example of an ML. Okay, that is a machine learning, like how our inbox is able to do, what are the algorithms, what are the programming. If we go into a deeper, that is known as deep learning. So I don't know whether you know sortie. Sortie is a kind of a French language which has been there. If you go to the French and if you have these kind of nowadays we have lot of application available which you can scan and which you can convert that thing. That is again a deep learning. So how that programming knows that which language is there, how to convert, and how to have a translator. So that is a deep learning automatic think over and translate Google that we are having. These are the three areas which I have displayed, which are mentioned like that. You can think over it that what will happen in the future. Some of things are already working very well. Okay, and some are already having on that. Like if we talk about AI can detect a crime cases where there is CCTV camera. ML, if we go that thing, they are being most effective in the healthcare, better marketing techniques, and we have already seen like that nowadays automation on hospitalization or basically insurance sector, which are basically happening that. If we go into a much more things, DL, deep learning, augmented reality, virtual reality, we can try and test those things so that the power of that logistics can be reduced, or the feedback can become instantly, and we can have those things. If we go into that thing, that is a much more important thing. Analytics, guys, the topic which I've given to analytics, I don't know how many here we know. Please note, there is a term that is known as education 4.0. If you search my Dr. Kamal Gulati education 4.0 in Google, you will get to know more about it. What are the things I've done so far? There is an PPT in SlideShare. If you get time, please try to explore, but I'll give you in a minute overview. Analytics education industry 1.0, moreover same only. If you can see, it has come in year 1990. Okay, and if you can see here, data warehouse, the word which we try to learn right now in 2020 or in 2018, they are the old thing. ETL, exactly, we know that extract, transfer, and load. BI2, SAP, or again descriptor and a diagnostic. Okay, that is a business intelligence. That is the need which has come arises in 1990 when we were having a assembly line. Then if we go to the analytics 2.0, which has come in 2000, where we talking about that there is a gig in the market about internet hardware things are there. Okay, that time you must be knowing that it has we have just I will not say that we have tried to switch over from a dial-up to a DSL or a broadband, but yes, internet was very slow that time. 2010, it has enriched. Our algorithm system have been improved, more predictive and prescriptive. The story what I am talking about in US Amazon, which is based on Analytics 3.0, but 4.0 is much more advanced, much more kind of things that we are having. We have automatic robots are there, bots are there, which are able to do kind of things, and we are having on that manner. What are the things that we have learned so far, like so that touch with that thing? Data analytics is a subset of a data science, which I've tried to explain with some various example and practical case study. And also we have seen data analytics is closely intertwined with mid-level statistics. Okay, descriptive and diagnosing, some are the predictive. Data science encouraging of the statistics, machine learning, and computation. So now I'll be touch about what are the statistics, what are the programming things that you should be knowing. So you can see like that there is a Venn diagram which I'm trying to explain, like how these factors and these influences are there. Guys, when I still remember, let me share you a practical example. When I was in a sixth standard, I still remember. Uh, I will not say that time English was not so common. I am a Hindi, I am a Hindu, so we need to talk in Hindi language. Still, we talk in Hindi, but now that was a language, like what we talk with our parents and what we talk with our friends. But now if I say that to sustain in any field, whether it's an hospitality, whether it's a medical line, whether it's an arts, whether it's a finance, whether it's an computer science, whether it's a AI, whether it's a management, so you should be aware of three basic things. One is that you should be aware of statistics, like you should be able to read your data, how the data can react. Second thing, like that, I will not say that you should be a master of the programming language, but you should be knowing some facts about the programming language. Nowadays if we see like that, the people are moving towards Google form analytics. Nobody has thought about, if you go back around 2 months back, nobody knows about Google forms, that how good and beautiful. I'm not talking that most of us, I will say that we are knowing. Now automation has been done, that a certificate and can be generate. If you pass this thing, you'll be getting this thing. Everybody is happening there, having name and fame in the market. How we can learn better things, how certification will do, how the real case study can do. So these are the basic things that has been required thing. So guys, if you can see that a screen, uh, that's a very important thing. Yeah, like if you can see that AI, it's on the top of that. But if we go into the deeper, as I explained before, we have an ML, machine learning, deep learning. I've already given you some example which you should keep in your mind what ML and deep learning does. Okay, and deep learning has been done by coding, that is Python. I think later on, some other the professor can give you a better idea what are the Pythons that we are having, what I have got to know in their agenda. So Python can be holding, that can be a data into all together, and it can create some kind of a things which a Python is basically purely into ML and AI based. So guys, I always talk about my things to my students and the corporate world, that whenever you present, you should be able to tell in a story so that it can remain forever, even though you go back and study or not. So guys, there is a story which is there in front of you. Tent reflects deeper. So guys, what you are able to represent that by this a picture. Basically, there is a tent which can cover you from wind somewhat, or a heat, or in the night with some animal also you are being, you feel like you are secured, but exactly you are not secured in the night. You don't know what animal can hamper you in the night. You have seen lot of stories and lot of real time example. So in the same way, what I am trying to reflect to you, that our data, we always pretend that our data is very safe and secure. We are the safest person, but frankly speaking, if you are using a cloud a technology, the two major things which will be coming in the market by 2021 until 25, that is your data is been lost and security. Be very careful whenever you are doing some transaction online or some kind, that can be reflect, and that can be I will say, it can be take over by anything which you don't know what is happening in your background. I want to share, I want to be very much open to you. When I was a student in my graduation, when I was doing my BCA, I still remember, that time we have just opened, or we have just got to know hotmail.com. That was a year, I believe, if I'm not wrong, 98, 99. I don't know, most of you have not been born that time. So what I was doing, my thinking was something in a wrong kind of things. I used to trap, or I used to exchange my email ID with anyone. And that time I still remember, nobody was having a laptop or a desktop in our homes. Everything was a computer lab that we used to have. So what I was doing, don't do that thing, I'm just sharing my experience. So what I was doing, I was having some software which are available that time. I still remember there's a software, beautiful IK, invisible key logger. Some of them you must be knowing what it can do. So with that thing, I was getting all the ID and password immediately to me, and then I can get to know what is happening with other things. So that was a some kind of prank and for the fun kind of things. So let's move on to the begin. Like, I'll talk about statistics kind of things. So guys, machine learning is not a purely statistics. Machine learning has a strong and statistic based on the deep learning, not on the deep learning. Machine learning is a series of the computation algorithm. So let me take to you in a right manner. So guys, you can see like that machine learning is a representation, evaluation, optimization. Okay, it does not directly intersect statistics, but some part of statistics are there. Okay, as I said earlier with my other slide, that statistics is important, but you need to think in a very logical manner. Like you should be like, the coding part, you must be doing some coding in Java or PHP or any other things are there. But now if you know the concept, you can always shift from one programming code to the second programming code. In the same way, statistics is a kind of an linguistic language which you should know in terms of that kind of things that we are having. Then this is an important case study what I thought to discuss with you so that you can have a better idea. This is a real case study which has happened in 2018-19. There is an wholesale supplier, 500 different products with 5,000 retailers we are having. Okay, the consumer packed goods, they are able to do it. So there wasn't some problem or a business requirement was that which retailer are the most important, contributing most revenue sales, or which a promotion and scheme to target to which retailers. In other words, how to segment them so into believe in achieve. So guys, think over it, like how we can take a business problem and how we can resolve and how we can contribute in a uh, drastic manner so that the things can be become in a more advanced level, and it can be helpful to the business as well as the customer. We know that in a business we have some external entities and internal entities. How the internal entities and external entities can be happy, how we can make the customers, that is the most important. Like in our university, we as a professor, we always taught that you always has to keep our students always happy, in case of anything. But yes, we need to have our own dynamic limits also. We should not cross that thing. They should be able to overcome those kind of the factors, and those kind of things are there. So guys, this is a something like that we have done a research, and we got to know that what was the contribution. There was some problem in kind of an revenue and sales, that the people are picking up the product but finally they are not buying because of they are trying to compare with that thing. And we have offered some a promotion kind of a target so that the consumer or the customer should retain with our product. That is a second example. I think Spencer store you must be knowing. Okay, so this is a real-time example what has happened with like that. Customer purchase history data from the app or the website, including the item they looked at, one they saved on the cart but did not buy. What I was saying like that, they're trying to we oftenly goes to some site. Okay, we have seen that trend, we go to that site but we are not able to buy. What was the problem? It might be possible that the inventory, when we are trying to making the payment, inventory is not there, or we trying to have like that we trying to have that optimal number of buyers or optimal number of item has been escaped from that. So we need to study and we need to come with overcome solution that has been done by data analytics. This is a real-time example which I thought to touch on that. How many here actually you have seen this site, COVID-19 India? Guys, this site is a very real-time basis. Can you think over it that how we are getting a data, a visualization state-wise, zone-wise in terms of India? Every day, every time you can see like that, this government site, they're trying to have a data visualization things. So why they're doing like that? So that the people can aware. If I get time, I'll try to explore and tell you what are the insights of this site. Okay, so just note this site name and try to explore as much as can. Not only those things, you will get to know that the age of 31 to 40 in India are likely to happen this C19 virus. But if we compare with other countries, we have got to know, or we have seen in the news and media, that the people of aged people or a child they are getting. But India is a vice versa. Even though we should thanks to the government, that the number of cases are less, but in the given time, it has been expected that it will increase to 40% of the total population. But again, I will say that you should not be, you are all brave. You should not be thinking for that. But our immune system are so good, we can able to. Our 60% cases has been resolved. The people has been come back. So that is also a good thing that we can see. This is an again a very good example. That is basically Stanford, which I am also working on that sentiment analysis. How many here you have heard of IMDb? IMDb is something like that, which is based on the movie rating. So if you can take this site name and if you explore, this is a actually thing what is happening with any series or a movie, whether it's a Bollywood movie or Hollywood movie. They're trying to have, if you can see like that, how the natural language processing is working like that, language a detection, they are doing a translation, okay, and then we are extracting writing. Think over it that the English movie is there, immediately you get a Hindi version. How it has been possible? Or subtitles are there now. The subtitles are very easy nowadays with any application we can get a thing. So we have sentimental classification, entity extraction, translation, topic model. I will not going to go into that deeper it, but try to think over that. We have kind of algorithms which translate our natural language to other language which are thinking on that, and then they are trying to have that expression based, and we are on that thing. Think over it. I can give you some other example. We all as a student, as a research, we always think over that if we write a research paper, we are be aware that plagiarism should be 10% less or 15% less. But you should always note that if it is going to increase, what you need to do, we need to change it. But some smart students are there. I will not give that, but again, there are some sites available which can, change your, the copied data into your own data without doing anything, and they get around less than 10% plagiarism. So that kind of, extraction, that kind of translation, and that kind of things we are having it. This is again a very important thing that you need to understand in a very easy manner. That is machine learning, a categorization. Let me touch about these things. We have 4 basic things are there. I will say that machine learning are 3 basically types. The last one, which you can see that reinforcement is a combination of unsupervised and semi-supervised. Supervised learning is something like that, which we know with the input data what will happen in that thing. Think over it that you have gone to take an house, okay, that based on my square feet it will be there. But again, if we go with that in the further that thing, after 1 year, like based on my economic the condition, whether my house price will go up or go down, that we need to consider on that basis. So basically you can see in the column that what I mentioned is a statistical kind of a tools that we use. In supervised learning, we have a regression and classification modeling based on those things. Unsupervised is something like that where the target variables not available. Input data, we don't know how we should get that thing. How we need to try to take my input data based on other things, and we can do some other kinds of an output, like the case study what I have talked about in. There is no basically intention of the boy to not to buy or to buy those things, okay, but the machines are nowadays unsupervised. They're trying to predict those things, like take over that if you are if you are buy a product similarly kind of things every time, but later on you're trying to change, the business or that company will get to know in advance what is happening, why you're trying to change on that thing. So that is based on a clustering or association marketing. Like we have a very good topic that is market based analysis, based on like what I said, that we have a 3 various categories of customer, like which can be a lower income, middle income, and a higher income. Higher income, that if we talk about a credit card, how the higher income are getting a extra advantage and they are paying for the credit card every year. But if we talk about lower income, they are getting a free credit card, limit may be less, but again they are winning. Again, every bank is trying to earn from that credit card. We think like that we are getting for a free of cost, but everybody knows what is the real picture at the back end. Semi supervised learning, guys, again a very categories of the target variables we are having, where we are getting some input data but not we are getting it. Like think over it like a GPS data. Every time you open, you get some kind of a traffic kinds of information, or might be some new route is there, okay, they are trying to learn itself. That is a classification that we are having. and a clustering. So based on the communication, we are having it. And reinforcement is something like that. We are talking about 100% automation, like a driverless car, okay, which I mentioned in my last word. Or think over that you had an accident, okay, God forbid it should not happen. How the insurance company will get to know that whatever the story you're writing is true or not? Lot of automation in Australia, USA, Canada has happened, that if the accident has happened there, the bots or that drone comes and they take picture and they send in car and it goes. That is a kind of fiction which we've seen in movie, but it has been possible in real life example also. uh, Also, please see these things. What are the categories of some problem that can lead to with those things? The finance problem. If we see like that, whatever the transaction has been done, whether it has been done a fraudulent or it is a real-time machine learning, unsupervised followed by a supervised binary. So they are able to calculate that what has happened at back end, what kind of IP address has been done, what kind of an programming has been done, where the money has gone, how we are able to get that thing. Second example, I have talked about healthcare. How many hospital beds will be required in June 2020 in Maharashtra for COVID-19? That is a major problem that will reflect, guys, and we should be aware of that. That like the covid19india.org, what the site I've shared with you, we have seen like that Maharashtra is the first state and it is growing like a tremendously kind of things. Mostly statistical method from MA to RMA, we are having this thing. A telecom, will this customer renew his or order subscription? What are the chances that he can port that number, that we can have it? So again, we are having a churn, a prediction to resolve thing. Equity, if we talk about, should I invest in mutual funds given a known return standard deviation for 100 months? What are the possibility that we are having? Again, we have to take the strategy and allow hypothesis. Equity, who will India vote for in 2014 state by state? So we have seen like that, we know in advance the exit poll, but now the current scenario, the mindset of the people, think every day we see in the newspaper or media that laborers are walking 1000 kilometer, 2000 kilometer. Do you think that they will be coming back, or this kind of information will not be there in their mind forever in their life? Yes, guys, it will remain. That is a sentiment analysis and a prediction. We need to do the consider those also. Might be, we have seen like that average voting percentage in India is around 60%, 55 to 60. But the coming time, I will not say, but I can give you a guarantee that by 2024 it will lead to 50% or 45%. That is the state of the things that we are having it. So let's move on to the career path. We have three basically things: categorization in data science and analytics. One is a data engineer, data scientist, data and analyst. Data analyst, guys, if we can see like that, data analysts are something like that, which they are basically trying to analyze in a bigger manner, micro manner, and they have lot of data communication. They use some algorithms are there. Second levels, I will say that data engineers are there. Okay, they try to have using some software engineers they are having and they are working on that thing. Usually they develop some applications or they help for that. They are in the between of micro and a mini kind of things. And data sciences are the most powerful kind of the career path. They are the scientists, as they have said. Their mindset are into a brilliant kind of thing. They think in the information in different angles, and they basically have on that terms. If we talk about data scientists can do all things, they are there, but they always predict prescriptive kind of things in future, like what will happen, and if these things are happen, how we can overcome those things. So I will say to each and everyone, try to have the career path in these things. Start with a data analyst, but go to the data scientist. Think over it that how the R programming has been made or the Python is made, what betterment you can do for the society or for the other things. This is a very interesting slide which you can understand by your own. These are the skills that a data analyst need to be mastered. One is the statistics. I was talking about data visualization. If I talk a Tableau or a ClickView or Excel, or nowadays a Power BI, which is most powerful tools. Big data processing frameworks. We are having how we can do a processing now. As I said, that data is the major things. How now we are having structure, unstructured, semi-structure. I will say example, now we are trying to move from the SQL to NoSQL. Hadoop platform we are having, databases we are having, data warehouses, how we can collect those things. AI, ML, I have already talked about it. Data mining skills, you should be having how you can extract from that information, programming language, and write reports. How you can make your all business in a storytelling, guys. That is my important gist of it. Uh, what are the tips, guys? What are the resources that you should be able to do that thing? You must be gone with lot of things are there. Okay, if we talk about it, the some sets are the Kaggle are available. You should always train. I'll be sharing some courses also. I try to believe that if you learn or if you do courses, you can learn some betterment what is happening. You should be able to play with some kind of an huge huge kind of a data, because we have seen in the corporate world, as a student, I must share with you, once you get a placement, you are working on a small set of a data, but you should be having habit to play with a huge amount of a data, so that you can do some a regular or a packages or a kind of things that in Python are NumPy, scikit-learn we are having. Excel is the most powerful tool. I will say that Excel is the mother for all statistic language. If you are good in that, try to do that in Power BI and a Tableau. That is a visualization software which I was trying to avail. This is a something like that which you can able to understand. uh, this is my almost my last slide, okay, which you can think like that: data science life cycle. So if I give an overview, guys, I hope whatever I've tried to uh, give you in 40-45 minutes, you can able to understand, like SDLC, what I thought about it. If you are able to understand the business problem or business understanding, I think you can make the modeling in a very easy manner. But if you cannot able to understand what is the real type problem, then you cannot able to do anything. So guys, you can think over it, the diagram: business understanding, which is starting with data acquisition, understanding deployment, and modeling. What are the models? Think over it. Okay, I don't know whether you will agree or not agree. Government has made compulsory an application for COVID, that is Aragya Setu. So I don't know whether you agree, like based on our input data, it gives me that thing, but based on the other data, we get those things. So think over it, that how data science has changed our lifestyle, and in the coming times, how it will be going to do the better kind of things are there. So think over it, this diagram, keep this diagram in your mind. What kind of the modeling, what kind of the tools, what kind of the testing that you're doing, deployment is the ultimately outcome that we are having, how we can monitor, what kind of reports we can having, data acquisition, understanding that can be customer acceptance, whether they should accept, how we can stream our data, what kind of a data it is taking, whether it's taking a real time or a batch wise, what kind of storage that we are having. And you should be able to aware with the small and large and what I said it before. And these are the resources guide which I was talking about it. uh, Statistics, I will say that you should start from very scratch. Again, multivariate, the calculation, algebra, please try to have those kind of things. uh, Create an account with GitHub, guys. It's very important with your ID, because nowadays in your CV, if you are really into in this line, you should have that, and you should be able to work on that thing. Data set, I will say that Iris, if you work on the R basic, you'll get to know about Iris that are available, the Titanic, breast cancer, how it has been caused. Some of the data guides I've already given that thing. The Kaggle and KD nuggets, which you must be knowing. In case you don't know, please try to browse and Python from free code data. These are the some certification, guys. You can take a screenshot if you feel like. I have done almost most of them. I don't know whether there is a site called the Cognitive Class. Most of the certificate are from that only. And if you go to the second slide, I have taken a data camp and a course era. So these are I will talking about a data science. I have a huge list of like the Python, R, Excel, SQL, NoSQL, database, AI, ML. If you want to go to that, I can share with you also that thing. Okay, so I will say that if you know how to become as a free member with DataCamp or a Coursera, very good. If you don't know, you can connect me, I can give you some instances. I can share you a number of application, a number of site, how you can prepare for the future. So this is my, again, a last slide. You were there on the other side when I started my presentation. You're trying to path, and you've reached where you want to go. So road ahead with you. For this, I'll wish you all the best. Uh, be basically learning yourself. You are all in IT. You are all engineering background. Do not ever escape. Every day, every time you have a new challenge in your life. This is my. If you want to connect with me, my LinkedIn ID is there, and also my site. If you can connect with me, I try to update and upgrade very soon. So with this few words, I'll tape my, have this thing, and I'm now open to all of them. Before I basically close for the day, let I move to my the case study what I started. So can you guess, guys? I know that in webinar only the problem what I'm facing, like that two-way communication. I believe myself that the two-way communication should be there first of all, and secondly, the major challenges that which I face, like that if you getting the answer, that would be great enough. So can I know the, if you want to talk or if you want to give in the chat, if you allow me, let me see if you are having in the chat kind of things. Okay. So
Okay. Hello, sir.
yes, ma'am. I think I have to give the answer for the case study. The student must be waiting for that. Can you guess, guys? I just want to know from you, because whatever I try to cover, you will be getting the answer yourself. But the answer is very scary. If anybody can give, I request the the university should, I will not say a prize, but at least, applause for him. Any answer, guys? Anyone, any student or any, faculty can give? I hope my case study, what I talk about in the beginning, was clear, right? Okay, I think the answers are not coming. Let me give the answer for it. Are you getting my voice, guys? Yes, please.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay, fine. Because I'm not getting. So, guys, I just want to give the answer for it. I'll just go back to the case study. What has happened that time when the boy was adding on the cart? Okay, data science plays an important role. Nowadays, you don't know, or you know it, like, what have happened, like our India, again, Shri Modi ji has made, or not mandatory, but we are happy to do our transaction to a digital. That is our debit card, credit card, Paytm. We have to try to. So in this case, what he was trying to do, the boy was, entering the credit card number, but he has never used his credit card before. But he has given his add-on credit card to her girlfriend. Add-on, that if I'm having card, I can give to the girlfriend. And once we are trying to use that thing, okay, so this transaction, it has been linked internally with the help of data science, what we are trying to learn. Okay, it has taken a mini problem, and it was trying to help the boy, but the boy has done a mistaken that he has called her girlfriend, and he said that that Amazon is saying that the jeans you don't like Lee brand, you like some other thing, or the color is something different. The girlfriend says that you are with me, you don't know my taste and everything which has been. So guys, whenever you're using any digital transactions, be very careful and be very informating. Let me give you a small example. Whenever you are swapping or using a credit card, 16 different entries are taken place at the back end, whether it's a merchant, whether it's a production, whether it's a business, whether it's the government. So all these transactions are recorded, so that kind of things are happening, and we can see like that, very, I will not say scary, but again, we are trying to move to automation, but again, these things can be hampered. These can have a scare. I have lot of case study like this. I can talk about about 10 more case studies. But again, you should having this habit that how and when you need to be secure or not having. So I think let's move on to some question if we have a time. Professor Sejal, over to you.
Sir, actually, one question from the Devarshi Patel is asking that can you please give one more example of semi-supervised learning?
Yeah. Okay. See, semi-supervised learning, as I said that, supervised learning where we know input data. But, I can give you an example. I will not link with that. Think over it. 10 years back in a Google, when you were trying to search coffee, with the answer or the outcome you were getting. Yeah. When you were trying to search a coffee in a Google 10 years back, if you remember, you were getting like what are the ingredients you're having, how you can make a coffee, what are the ingredients of coffee. But right now in 2020, or if you search a coffee, you'll be getting to do nearby cafe coffee day or a barista or anything. Now the question comes here that how Google knows our insight. Might be because we have seen a trend. We have seen like 80% of people are trying to search cafe coffee day or a nearby. So the system has been changed. The system has able to collect some data oftenly, and they are trying to link with that thing, and we are getting that result what the people are liking. So if you can think what I have talked about before, like a ML or a AI, they are based on that. They are trying to take our insights of our mind, and that kind of they're trying to help us in an easy manner. Even though I'll try to have cafe coffee day nearby, but with the help of copy, it can give you the answer in a very easy manner. So that can be considered, that can be things are happening, that would be there. I think that is clear. Darshil Patel, I think, right?
Okay. Okay. At the end of this wonderful session, I'm sure that we all have enjoyed and gained knowledge of data science and machine learning. Thank you very much, sir, for such an informative session.
Thank you.
Now
And
we'll move to the...
Yeah, ma'am, just a minute. I'll take, guys, if you have any question, anything, I know that because of the time pertaining. So if you have any question, you are free to ask me by mail, or we can connect further.
Yeah, Dr. Gulati.
Yes, sir.
This is Director here. Thank you very much for wonderful session. Actually, I couldn't go even for breakfast, and it was really very nice. But maybe perhaps next time we do further advancement. So I think this is the beginning, and let's remain in touch with each other. You are also welcome to visit actually Ahmedabad, and certainly we will find some common ground actually to cooperate and also to collaborate with each other. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Sure, sir. Sure, definitely. Thank you very much. Thank you.